Morning YouTube. I'm here in my car, 2017 Civic Hatchback. I'm going to do a cold start with the boomba racing motor mount. The mount's got about 4,400 miles on it. There's still a little bit of vibration, but it's worth it in my opinion. And then we'll just do a quick drive. And this will also kind of be a video with the iBox sportlines installed. The sportlines have about 4,500 miles on them. And I also did finally get my alignment done, which I probably waited longer than I should have because the toe was pretty far out of the range. You could see caster was 5.9, the toe was 0.25, and after the alignment the toe was 0.01. So the alignment shop said that I didn't have any massive tire wear. I'm going to look into a camber arms for the rear, and that's about it. That's the alignment sheet there. We'll let it circulate for just another second here, and then we'll get going with the cold start drive. You can hear the pillars vibrate a little bit. I bought some stuff. I'm just waiting for the weather here to get a little warmer. Some foam tape to wrap around the attaching points on the pillars, and that should fix it. I had to do that in one of my old Civics when I had half-sport mounts, and that fixed it up pretty good. But the ride quality for the springs, for the money that you spent, I wouldn't really call it an investment, but for the money that's spent, they were like $220 shipped. I really don't think the car rides any worse than it did from factory. The stance is much better, I think, lower wise. It's not super cambered or anything like some of these kids are doing nowadays, but I did see a couple cars floating around online with some wheel spacers on the stock wheels, and I really like that look. But for the amount of driving that I do, I just don't know if spacers are a smart idea for me. I drive about 100 miles a day. Some of you may have seen the 5,500 mile review I put up, just to give you an idea. I think I put that video up a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now. But I'm already at 60, we'll call it 6,400 miles. Gas mileage, we're averaging 39.4. I really don't really beat on the car, but I give it to her sometimes when she needs it. And a lot of that's highway driving. Out of my 90 miles a day, I would say 75 or so is all highway driving. So I don't really use 6th gear around town too much, unless I'm doing, like a 55-mile-an-hour section. But the car drives well. What do you guys say? How's it ride?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's from my 10-year-old son and my 8-year-old son. My wife, she's our camera lady today. So we're going to run some errands. We're going to drop the Kawasaki Vaquero seat off and get that custom done. So for my motorcycle viewers or watchers, keep an eye out for that. She's been sleeping in the garage. We've been working on some projects. Some of you may have saw my radio install. Since then we've been fighting a couple gremlins, but I think we've about got it. We got some engineered adapters, saddlebag 6.5 adapters, so we got those on last weekend. I wouldn't really call it the cheap route, but I made a bad decision and bought a power acoustic amp, and I'm getting a lot of feedback through the amp. I tried everything. I tried grounding the amp directly with the battery, multiple different ground points, etc., and that's not going away, so I'm pretty sure that's just feedback from the amp. So we are going to go with a JL Audio MHX 280x4. So hopefully that'll fix that problem. We'll have some good sound quality. We got a real big project coming up here soon, hopefully, for the Vaquero. But this is just a quick, I don't know, 5 or 6 minute video. I record with just a phone, so I don't know how shaky it's going to be or not, but the ride is nice and smooth. The car's quiet. It's 45 degrees, so it's not warm, but it's not cold. But the boomba motor mount, it does soften up. There's a lot of guys online that don't like it. If you want to eliminate, I'm going to say 90% of the wheel hop, stick with the mount. The first 1,000 miles were brutal. I thought I had an exhaust leak, it was so loud. But stick with the mount, let that urethane soften up like the guys at Boomba are going to tell you, and it's going to be just fine. If any of you guys are in the Chicago area, April 8th, I believe, is a Saturday, Boomba Racing in Wooddale, they're having a car meet that's going to be more catered, I guess you could say, to the 10th gen guys. They recently bought a 10th gen hatch as a shop car, so check them guys out. They've got a couple pieces for our cars. They've got a rear mount, a blow-off valve. They also have a short shifter adapter, which I want to try to buy soon. They've got a billet battery hold on. It looks like a nice piece. But give them guys a check out. Maybe follow them on YouTube. I know they're on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. I am also on Instagram, and I will post the hashtag or whatever it is in the description below if you want to follow me in there. I don't post too much stuff on there. I got a couple cool pictures of the car on there and a couple cool pictures of the bike. So if you're stopping in for the first time, feel free to subscribe. Hope you all have a great day and have a nice weekend.